Your business is listed, but the questions that actually matter are still hanging in the air. What should we say? Who do we contact? And what do we do next? When your ideas live in different places, your message gets thinner, outreach takes longer, and people who were ready to act start to drift. And when there's no obvious next step, that listing just sits there like a business card instead of helping turn attention into growth. That's where the Hanwha Tree AI Business Advisor starts to pull its weight. It can think with you, help you write, map next steps, and surface fresh ideas when the business needs a clearer direction. It can also tighten the words customers see first, from service categories and headlines to keywords, calls to action, and promo copy, so people understand your value much faster. From one conversation, you can draft emails, social posts, ads, offers, follow-up messages, and customer updates that sound polished and still sound like your business. It can also help you pressure test pricing, customer acquisition, partnerships, new services, and growth ideas before you spend the time, budget, or energy to chase them. And the more you share about your goals, customers, challenges, and experience, the sharper the guidance gets, because it learns the shape of the business with you over time. You don't need a technical setup or some perfectly mapped plan to begin. Just ask in plain language, and that question can turn into a clearer answer and a next step you can actually feel good about taking. That might be asking for a stronger listing, a polished intro email, a better way to launch a new service, or a focused 30-day marketing plan that gives you something useful to do this week. You can bring the situation, look at a few paths, and walk away with a practical direction, a clearer priority, or content you can use right away. And when you keep doing that through one useful conversation at a time, progress starts to build steadily instead of disappearing as one more piece of advice you never use. Hanwha Tree presents the advisor as a benefit for eligible affiliates, with access and availability tied to the terms that apply, so the offer feels guided rather than wide open. And across independent landing page video benchmarks, the pattern is consistent. Put the explainer, testimonial, and call to action in the right places, and conversion can lift in a meaningful way when the message stays tight. That is why the best versions stay short, human, and built around one next step, which makes an advisor offer feel practical, credible, and easy to act on. What tends to work best is a short video right where decision-ready visitors are already looking, above the fold or beside the call to action, instead of making them hunt through a longer, more distracting layout. And when the video ends by pointing to one obvious next click, people move with more confidence than they do after a vague invitation that just says learn more. If the business already has real potential, the quickest move is to bring the challenge into the open and get a response that's actually shaped around what you're facing. That's what the Hanwha Tree AI Business Advisor is built for. It turns uncertainty into a practical plan you can use right away, so you're not stuck thinking about it later. So if your listing is still leaving people guessing, bring your business, share the challenge you're working through, and request access to the Hanwha Tree AI Business Advisor. Start the conversation, get a next step you can use, and turn that quiet listing into something that finally helps move the business forward.